All right, here's where I'm gonna admit a couple of things. One is that I in general have been overall unimpressed with the United States of America for most of my journey. The East Coast kind of all looks the same, but something changed when I got past the entrance to the Midwest. I finally saw flatland, and then I saw some real hills as I hit the western edge of South Dakota. And then I spent the last week in the Black Hills, and that's just a totally different, totally unique environment. And here I am now at Devil's Tower National Park. That's that guy, Devil's Tower. And it's fucking gorgeous. The drive that I just took is unbelievable, one of a kind. And if that drive and that Devil's Tower weren't heartwarming enough, there is in this national park a field of prairie dogs. And they are, I don't know if you can see them, they are poking their heads out, looking around, looking for food, and then jumping back in their holes. And I gotta say, you put it all together, and even me with my icy cold, ennui, reinforced heart is melting here. This is fucking incredible. So I know that I'm passing through different ecosystems and different terrains every time I get in my car. It kind of feels like No Man's Sky if you're a gamer. But one of the things I knew was a sign that I was in a new environment was when I stayed at the campground this week for 2 nights. I put up the bug nets and I left the doors open. Bugs got in anyway, but they were different bugs. These were insects that I had never seen before, not native to New England. No idea what they were. I mean, the hornet, I knew what that was. That motherfucker spent 8 hours trying to get inside the van. And I woke up in the morning and it was inside the van trying to get out. So I'll go on and on about how this is such a different world from the one that I come from. But I'll tell you something that's the same. When the wind blows here at this time of year, there's a great yellow cloud that billows out from the trees. It's pollen, and it coats everything. And you can tell, because that motherfucker is yellow. It's yellow. Here's where I'm gonna confess the other thing that I've been struggling with, which is that I'm clearly an amateur photographer, amateur videographer. I'm quite proud of what I've taken and created, given that I have zero training and I've been using a smartphone. But I find it challenging. Like today, I was trying to take pictures of Devil's Tower as I drove towards it. And you can see it from half an hour away. It's gorgeous. But every time it was either too small or too big to be properly framed. So I've been struggling with that this whole time, struggling with the optics. My previous phone, I had the screen replaced and it got smuts underneath the new screen. Like the dude at the repair shop got fingerprints on the underside of the glass and you can't wipe those off. So everything I took with that camera was fucked. So I have this new camera and it has a wide angle lens for when I'm too close, and it has a telephoto lens for when I'm too far away, and it's got a clean selfie cam here. Hopefully, with some slightly better equipment, a little bit of practice, and let's be honest, a little bit of a little bit of YouTube training, these videos are going to get better. But what could possibly be better than a young deer hanging out in a national park, afraid of exactly nobody, just looking for food?